Welcome to the Root of All Broth, the show where we talk about the inspirations behind the foods that we cook. And this is a mini-sode, and I got so lucky this week because right outside my neighborhood we have a farmer's market where, well, it's actually just a farmer who has a table set up right outside of our neighborhood, and he sells fresh vegetables. And this week he had my very favorite next to cabbage, which you'll see I just shot a cabbage episode. I'll put a link right here in the video to that episode. But it's asparagus. So if you want to take care of asparagus until you cook it, you can keep it in your refrigerator just like this in cups with about 2 inches of water in the bottom of the cups and covered. And then when you're ready to cook them, just take them out. And you can see I've got this beautiful asparagus here. Today we're going to be cooking this asparagus in a pan. I'm going to show you a very easy way to prepare it. Makes it fresh and delicious. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so I've washed my asparagus and I have enough for about 2 or 3 people here. You can see these are really good sized stalks. Like I said, they're fresh from the farmer's market. And I used to think that thinner was better, but I've heard and I've learned that it doesn't matter what size the stalk is, it's just learning how to cook it properly. In fact, some of the bigger stalks are better for grilling. Just get used to using whatever is available. You can peel these if you prefer. I don't peel mine generally everyday cooking, but if you want to make them very nice and fancy, you could take your peeler out and peel them down and make those really beautiful. But for today, I'm going to snap them and then put them in the pan. So I used to cut my asparagus always. I never snapped, but now I am learning the beauty of the snap because they're going to snap exactly where they want to go. So where this hard part is going to start snapping off where the tender part meets, and then you're going to always have all tender parts of the stem. So I snap now. Okay, so I've already snapped all my asparagus, and you can see when you snap, you don't get the beautiful edges like you get when you actually cut. So then I just cut back and I cut the little bit of ragged edges. So we have some more trim left. You can keep this for compost if you're composting, or you can toss it away. But I've trimmed it down, so look at those beautiful spears. Now they're ready to cook. Okay, in my pan I had 2 tablespoons of butter waiting, but my top of my stove was hot, so it melted, but that is 2 tablespoons of butter. I guess you guys are probably like me, you have a ritual in your kitchen, so when I make my asparagus, I always reach up here and I grab this highball glass, which is so crazy, but I always do this. And I fill it up about halfway. So I measured it out for you guys, and then it ended up being exactly 3/4 cup. But this is how I do it every time, so I'm going to show you how I do it. But anyway, it's 3/4 cup. You can put that in the pan, and then I'm going to turn this on high. What we want to do is get a boil going. Once that starts to boil, we're going to drop that asparagus down in the pan. We're going to put all of the asparagus in the same direction, and we're not going to throw them on top of each other. We're going to try to keep them as straight as we can. Okay, so it's boiling. We're going to go ahead and just lay this asparagus in the pan, all in one direction. Now we're going to take our lid and we're going to cover that. I'm going to turn this down just a little to like a 9 or an 8. And then I'm going to put this on a timer for 5 minutes exactly. And we're going to let this sit covered for 5 minutes. So when we have 5 minutes, I want to show you, I'm so excited working on a project. I've got fresh tomato plants. They're growing. This one is the big boy tomato, and then this is a speckled Roman. They're going to be great for sauce, for salsa. I mean, I'm just really excited, guys. Fresh tomatoes from our garden. Okay, it's ready. Now what we're going to do is just turn the asparagus the opposite direction with your tongs. You see how beautiful the color is. Want it to go the opposite direction, and then this time we're going to leave the lid off. Just kind of turn them around. Everybody has their own way that they like asparagus cooked, how taut you like it. I don't like mine too limp. Still want it to feel like a fresh vegetable, kind of have it won't have a crunch, but it'll have it'll give, you know, have a little give to it. So now for about 2 minutes, we're just going to let this cook without a lid on it. But while it's cooking, we want to go ahead and add our salt. That salt's gonna add that flavor. Okay, we've got 8 seconds left. You can see the color is still beautiful. These will still have some give. All right, and now we're just gonna put them right in our pan to serve. If you like garlic, you can put a little bit of garlic while you're cooking these in the pan with the asparagus too, fresh garlic, depending upon what you're gonna cook. Beautiful asparagus, fresh from the neighborhood. Isn't that beautiful? And it couldn't be simpler. Thank you for joining us for this mini-sode. If you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button and ring the bell for notifications. There's nothing better than farm-to-table food, and this asparagus is just a really easy side dish for any of your meals. We hope to see you again real soon on the channel.